Hey guys, this is AJ from the Paladin Journal, and I just want to take a quick moment and show you guys what all I've accomplished this month as part of my painting challenge. In the wider community, the painting challenge for the month was March for McCrag, which references the Ultramarines chapter of Space Marines who have their homeworld as McCrag. And March for McCrag is one of their more commonly known battle cries. So for me, however, as I don't have an Ultramarines army in any way, shape, or form, what I did instead was I did March for Deathwatch. So I'm showing off all the models I painted for my Deathwatch army. And so here we go. So this is all I've done this month. So this was done in two parts, actually. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of Terminators, some Deathwatch veterans, a Lander Crusader, a Dreadnought, a Jump Captain, and a Librarian, also in Terminator armor. So as you can see now, I'll go in for a closer shot, and as you can see, these are Assault Terminators. The guys at the back are Shooty Terminators. Dreadnought is a Shooty Dreadnought, more or less. The veterans are also equipped for shooting, more or less. We have a converted Kayvon Shrike, who's my captain with Jump Pack, and the Terminator Librarian, who was converted from some Dark Angels bits, as are quite a few of these Terminators here. So these were all done in two batches, essentially. The Assault Terminators and the Dreadnought and the veterans were done first, and everything else was done in a second batch, which I finished like 2 days back. And I am quite proud overall of what I accomplished with this army. Some of the models were a challenge. As you can see, the robed guy right here, this guy, he was a challenge. I wasn't sure how to do the robes. Same with this guy. Robes, I struggle doing robes, and these guys are not my fantasy examples, but I managed to get through it. I got them done to a level I was more or less happy with for now, but obviously I want to improve on this later down the month as I hopefully improve a little bit on my painting skills and I get better at using contrast. But overall, I'm very, very happy, especially with the tank. As I mentioned on my socials a few days ago when I posted the completed shots, I went quite a bit further than I usually would with a tank. Let's fix that. But I did do some neat stuff, such as painting the lenses to have a bit of a shining effect on them, but it only really shows up when I do for my photos with a flash on, so it's not readily apparent here. And you know, there's so much details. On a lot of these models I had to do some really fine cleanup work, because you know, paint gets a little brush stroke here and there, and the paint shows, you know, and it's not a good thing. So that's what I wanted to avoid, you know, be as neat as possible. There's probably some flaws in the models here and there, and I'm not the best at faces. On the veterans, I think I did mostly all right, but on the Shooty Terminators, there were a couple that were really a huge challenge to get right, such as I believe this guy and this guy, because you have to be so neat, and you know, I just don't have that fine control that I wish I did. But overall, so this is the Deathwatch army. I don't think it's a particularly competitive army by any means, but these are all models I really like. And as I've said before, you know, pretty much all this army is left over from 8th edition, and a lot of things have changed, especially for the veterans who have lost a lot of their customization. But you know, overall, I'm quite happy with this. And as you can see, I'm using a Kill Team board here. This is from the launch box of Kill Team from back in 2018, which was Genestealer hybrids versus the AdMech. I kept the AdMech, sold the Genestealers, and yep, here we are. It's a pretty good board. I wish I had a second one so I could, you know, smooth out the edges and it doesn't look weird when I'm taking extra wide photos or videos like this. But I do have some of the boards from Speed Freaks, so next time I'll experiment with those and see where that takes us. So anyways guys, that's it for me, and hopefully you like this. Let me know. Cheers, bye.